Alright, and I'm back right here with Teraka versus GreenYoshi, which indeed is already underway. Since the scheduled time was 8 minutes ago, I'm guessing that this is the first run. Here, let me see if I can just... We'll make a rough estimate as to when they started based on Teraka's in-game timer. We'll just say, we'll just add 8 minutes to the time, I'd say. There we go. Put it at about that. We're a little bit off, but looks like Teraka, I kind of missed that, but I think I saw a potential blood heal down for a Scroll of Need potion. Kind of unnecessary because there's a potion right there in the room next to him. But nonetheless, either way, it does come out of here with that extra potion. For a little bit of safety here. Definitely does not want that Ring of Becoming there. And, ooh, GreenYoshi going down in Zone 2. Oh wait, that's 8 hours. I'm an idiot. Hold on. This was not an 8-hour race.
I mean, in blood tier, it could happen, right?
Okay.
Just to seed that bad.
Here, well now at this point, we're at 9. Like, we'll say like 9:20, I think. There we go. It's 8 hours, yeah, 8-hour race. You know, you guys love Necrodancer, why not a single 8-hour race? You know, I know you guys are all begging for it.
I'm ready to commentate that.
Just, you know, settle in, get your cup of coffee, let's do this.
I think the commentary at the end of it might be just me snoring while I'm asleep, but...
Yeah, it's good enough. Watch some, you know, watch a couple people play Necrodancer Let's Plays for 9 hours while, listen to the wonderful sound of a couple people being sleepy boys. Alright, so anyway, Teraka, you know, looking like I think he's got a pretty solid build here. Chainmail, Goo Boots, Ring of Frost with a 3 damage longsword. GreenYoshi taking another nasty spill. Teraka finding Food Shop for yet more health. Gonna be really easy for him to, yeah, that Gluttony Charm right there, boost himself up to 8 HP maximum. Gonna fill that up really quickly too with that heal spell on deck. Teleporting into some nasty cartwheel situations, but so much health and armor, it's not too much of a concern. Okay. Oh no, I trying to update my title, and I accidentally reset my timer again. You know what? Forget it. I don't even know when this race actually started. For all I know, they started early and have already had a death. So, you know, the timer was just kind of symbolic anyway. It's fine. Let's just where's the splits? There it is. It's down there.
Right, but playing a slow, not taking any damage, but a slow Conga 4 could have just dug the throne out with a fully charged obsidian shovel.
Here, I'll note in the title that this is a blood tier race. I'll try and keep that in the title whenever I'm doing commentary here. So we've got a blood tier race. Teraka, GreenYoshi. Now everyone knows. Alright, Teraka pushing ahead though. You know, has all the time in the world to do so, with his opponent stuck in Zone 1. Those familiars really keep them safe too, just teleporting that charging Evil Eye away. even kind of doing some unnecessary level digging, just digging through the walls here, fighting extra enemies, doesn't really matter too much, because, wow, that dove teleport. That Evil Eye has some really good distance on him.
Well, I don't hope to find in the end of a hallway.
So yeah, Teraka, playing pretty recklessly here, but he can definitely afford to. Got decent armor. 8 hearts and a potion. Shield spell on deck, which he's going to pop right there to avoid taking damage from a Dragon Stomp. And on to Dead Ringer.
I'm just going to bomb the bells.
Oh, walking into a charge there, but, has so much health, it's not too big of a deal. Paper Lure, thank you for the host. How'd the other race go? I'm trying to remember. It was a titanium tier. I remember that. Let me look at the stat sheet. Oh yeah, Basing versus Sakas. Hope it was a good set. Teraka halfway through this Necrodancer fight. Snowbird just freezing that ogre for him.
Imagine Teraka is not much of a cadence or anything that isn't Bolt really player. Probably not going to have too strong lures.
Yeah, Necrodancer lure is not exactly a skill set you need for for Bolt play. Does have to watch his Dorian here. Dorian is kind of taking a bit of a beating here, but Necrodancer cornering himself there. So gonna go down here, and Teraka taking race number 1. Having some problems with GreenYoshi's stream here. Is that just on my end, or are you seeing
I'm getting
something?
on my end as well.
Okay, so it's probably a problem on GreenYoshi's end then. And I don't know that GreenYoshi has realized yet that Teraka's already finished. Still playing here. Might be worth giving him a little poke if you want to get this race underway, Teraka.
I wonder if GreenYoshi has streamer mode enabled.
Oh yeah, that's a potential issue. Discord tends to automatically enable streamer mode whenever it detects you have something like OBS open, and we'll just silence pings. But there we go. Realizing now, gonna go to the seated stairs and get ready for race number 2.
Immediate lock, secret shop, and it's the blood shop. Not a particularly exciting one though. I'd consider just resetting it, but shop bar is nice, the blood tier race. Got the potential to give a lot of healing over the course of the run.
It's okay. Probably seen a really late start from Yoshi, probably because of the lag earlier. I'm gonna try refreshing the stream really quick to see if I can fix that. So GreenYoshi's side gonna go down, and I missed the timer start because I was trying to figure out what was going on with GreenYoshi's stream there. My bad.
Yeah, shop bar is already showing its usefulness, just regaining some of the blood cost that
Okay, yeah, there we
Teraka
go.
paid.
GreenYoshi's stream a little bit more in sync with Teraka's now.
The second tier 2 cracked wall is the glass shop. That would have been a really nice shop to find as a transmog, where you could cycle out that leather armor and try and find something better.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice, but, just a glass shop, a pretty weak one too, Glass Dagger. Neither race is going to bother with it. beyond one of the non-weapon items. Teraka going for the glass shovel, and GreenYoshi going for the glass armor. Yeah, a little bit of Shopkeeper healing there, Teraka topping off. Yeah, interesting to see we've got opposite sides for the Shopkeeper. The left side, I think, paying off for Teraka a lot better than the left side is for GreenYoshi. Teraka going for his Leprechaun here. Gonna even farm out a little extra gold. Doesn't even need the healing from it, but yeah, that is something you can do with that Shopkeeper familiar. Just let your Leprechaun drop a few extra piles and really rack up the heals. You can really easily restore yourself to full health off of that.
GreenYoshi picking up his first boss flawless on Fortissimo and making sure to heal.
Nicely done. Probably going to check... Oh, no. Going to stick with this golden staff, interestingly enough. And going for this fireball spell instead, while Teraka going to swap off the dagger and get a titanium flail. Pretty solid weapon. A little bit shaky in the late game. Zone 4 can lead to some awkward situations with Blade Masters, and Zone 5 can get into situations where you can't dodge electric balls. So, you know, has its downsides in both the late game zones, but is overall otherwise a pretty reliable, safe weapon.
Zone 4, the Warlocks. Not the Blade Masters, really.
No, I'm definitely... I mean, the Warlocks can have weird situations where you can kind of push something into yourself with the knockback into Warlock, but the Blade Masters, I think, are the biggest problem for the
no, I thought he was talking about the staff.
Oh, yeah, no, for the staff, yes, definitely. Warlocks can cause some really nasty situations where you're unexpectedly teleporting across the map. So you have to be really careful there. If you're really smart about it, though, you can actually use that to your advantage and skip some rooms. Teraka finding a battle shovel here. Nice bit of burst damage potential.
GreenYoshi taking a fair few hits to those armadillos. At 1 damage, slowing him down, taking quite a bit of damage and slowing him down quite a bit. He's
finding
taking to clear out the stuff.
Finding that glass rapier could swap to it. It'll be definitely much faster, but I don't know that he's comfortable running glass. And yeah, we're seeing him ignoring it.
Teraka walked into a dark golem, but at least has the regen to top him off afterwards.
Oh yeah, that leather armor then saving his skin. Explorer's Boots making this fight a little easier. Just gonna mop up the tentacles really quickly. Gonna probably heal off the Shopkeeper again here, and could see a weapon swap, could see a... Okay, gonna go for a weapon swap, getting at the Obsidian Spear. Much more straightforward weapon, doesn't have the same problems as the flail, but, you know, can only hit one enemy at a time, so do have to watch out for swarming with it.
Sort of an interesting question if you're running flow is if you do want to switch off of it, it's when do you start checking black chests to switch off of it? So you could wait until like you're zone 3 flawless on the boss. And
yeah, that's you know, just kind of probably going to be, you know, basically a shot in the dark, just, you know, guessing when because flail works fine in zone 3. You can definitely keep it through zone 3. Hot coals can give it some trouble, but otherwise it's not too bad. But do you want to try and find a spell for that extra, you know, little bit of synergy with the Ring of Regen, or do you just go for the weapon ASAP in case the weapon in your third boss is terrible?
You could end up finding something like a fireball spell, and Blade Masters become a lot easier when you can just fireball them out of the way.
Yes, exactly. So it is kind of, you know, it's just up to what the player takes at the time. Probably You know, Teraka maybe not really feeling Zone 3 flail. Oh, but this is messy for both racers. Teraka taking a really nasty slide, and GreenYoshi going down entirely. Bit of a simultaneous kind of double jeopardy going on there.
Teraka at least having the presence of mind to make sure to clear out the Black Blade Master Rider. So much Blade Master talk.
Yeah, that rider had been allowed to hit him would have killed him for sure. 3 hearts of damage. Only protection here being the leather armor, so 2.5 hearts. Really, yeah, not what you want to be eating hits from. Okay, so finding a Conjurer here, though, probably going to be looking for better armor. Getting a helmet to complement that leather armor, it's going to help a lot, especially in Zone 3. So many sources of damage in Zone 3 do exactly 1.5 hearts. So that 1 heart of protection is going to give you, you know, give you the most mileage. You know, the beetles, the slimes, the yetis, the hellhounds, they all do 1.5 hearts. So as long as you've got that 1 heart of protection, you're in a really good shape. So down goes Death Metal for Teraka. I imagine we'll probably see him checking the purple chest here, looking for some magic. Nope, gonna go for red here. Finding a ham. I think that's definitely the right call to take over the Cursed Potion. Regen gonna uncurse that last heart of his. Last Shrine here probably wants nothing to do with that. Shriner, not really anything worthwhile in there, I think. I think you just keep pushing here.
You have a ring of regen, so you could consider taking that Shrine of risk.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's, you know, you're giving up a little bit of health at the start of every floor for, you know, 1 of 3 random items, and it's like, the things that Teraka would want at this point are so few and far between that the chances of getting anything really beneficial out of it are pretty low. I mean, you can bomb it for the guaranteed Scroll of Need, but again, regen is going to make it hard to get down to the that half a heart in order to, you know, proc it for the extra potion. So, yeah, I think it's fine just skipping out on those shrines.
You also have that if you do need that sort of burst of healing from low life.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Speaking of Scroll of Need, though, finding it in the shop there, considering taking it, I think, but ultimately deciding that the ham is better off right now. Ooh, dodging that ogre swing nicely. Could make a swap here to ballet shoes to protect the multiplier on that obsidian sphere, or to leaping just to push harder, but don't think he really needs the push right now. His opponent is quite a ways back in 2-2, while he's looking to finish out Zone 4 here. And they're just keeping that Banshee at bay, making that nice and easy.
So the GreenYoshi seems to be intent on taking that gold staff.
The gold staff. I'm not quite sure I agree with the decision. I mean, staff's a fairly strong speed weapon, but not as much when it's only a 1 damage staff. Teraka kind of struggling with this Deep Blues fight, taking lots of hits, but, you know, has the armor and the regen, so probably isn't too worried. In fact, you know, with this Shopkeeper heal followed by his Ring of Regen, just gonna go right up to full.
GreenYoshi finding an arena but hasn't really checked what's inside. Getting cornered and takes 2 hits that aren't the shield skelly.
Yeah, see, I don't think Staff is the right weapon choice for him. Staff is, you know, it's potentially strong on the speed front, but again, only 1 damage staff, and it's also a little tricky to use since it's a dagger slash weapon. It means you need to be really particular about your positioning relative to your enemies. So yeah, very kind of difficult to wield weapon if you're not careful. And it's really taking its toll on GreenYoshi's runs here. Wants gold staff because he wants to get more regen with his shop row. Well, see, the thing is, though, like, the gold staff is only giving +1 gold, affected by multiplier to each drop. So at most, that's 3 extra gold, and there aren't too many enemies where that's going to make the difference towards a heal pile and a non-heal pile. In fact, I feel like there aren't any enemy. Like, I mean, the threshold is 20 gold, right? Which would mean that you need something that's dropping a base gold of 6. Oh, Teraka's Dead Ringer going way off the rails, though.
Eat the food.
He needs to eat that ham. Okay, gonna eat it right there to just eat that charge. Okay, that charge getting rid of the Minotaur, so, okay, now it's starting to look a little bit more manageable for him. Rat kind of pushing away the Dead Ringer there awkwardly, but working out.
He survives the fight, which is the key thing.
But yeah, I'm drawing a blank on enemy gold values right now, but yeah, for gold staff to be the difference between heal and no heal, it would need to be an enemy with 6 base gold, and you would have to be at max multiplier. I think some of the Black Skeleton line might have 6 gold drop. I'm not sure about that though.
I imagine with a couple of lower tier enemies, it might let you get.
No, I think they have. I think most of the Black Skeletons have like 5 or like 4 or 5 gold drop. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it works for anything, but regardless, Teraka gonna take round 2 as well. And bringing this setup to 2-0. Well, yeah, GreenYoshi kind of struggling to make this gold staff work.
Does after the race is over, it does decide to switch to a flail though, or check the chest. So maybe a bit too late.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what you have to do for gold staff of gold, or the gold staff rather, to make that difference. Is you have to be killing multiple enemies on the same tile, and if you're already doing that, I'm still not convinced that gold staff is generally going to be making the difference. If you're having to do that already, you're very likely already getting to that giant gold pile size. Just off of the base values of the enemies you're using alone.
There's also that, would you even be able to kill them on the same tile when you're using a staff? You'd have to be spending a lot of time to actually stack them up there.
Yeah, it's really hard to do with the staff. Especially, like, you attack with the staff and you just get so many random incidental kills. It's going to be really hard to get big stacks on the pile, so. Yeah, not sure. GreenYoshi, maybe not having his Discord up during races, like while he's actively playing, because being really slow to recognize race is over. Okay, there we go. Alright, looks like race number 3 is underway. GreenYoshi's stream lagging. I get behind a bit again, maybe. Maybe a little bit spotty internet on this part. I'm going to try refreshing it again. See if I can get it caught up. So he decides it's going to go down for a little bit. Just wait a few seconds. I'll have it right back up.
Teraka farming the crate on 1-1, but it's just a pile of gold. GreenYoshi doing the same thing.
Yeah. This time it looks like maybe GreenYoshi just starting the race late. I'm not sure. Either way, though, Yeah, just a pile of gold out of that crate. So Teraka gonna check this blood shop, just grabbing chainmail out of it and the gold spear. Skipping out on the snow bro though, as we like to call him.
Finds a riches scroll and immediately pops it, but could have just held onto it in case just wanted to grab a gold kill on the mini boss or something. Like this Minotaur right now would be super nice to gold kill.
Yeah, kind of a synergy that gets overlooked frequently because Riches Scroll is just useless most of the time. But yeah, if you pop the Riches Scroll, that does count as a gold pickup, and you will have infinite damage with a gold weapon for the next beat. Teraka kind of taking his time here, farming up this leprechaun a little bit, getting some nice gold piles out of it. You know, maybe employing a little bit of the score running strats here, getting up to 400 gold already in 1-2. So gonna have no problems with doing any shopping he wants to do later on in the run.
That seems to be the one free shot, but it's a lock shop, so that means there are some bombs on this floor. Well, a bomb at least.
Yes, that is correct. For those who aren't familiar with the locked shop rules, locked shops will always, when they spawn, they will force at least one bomb to spawn on the floor. Doesn't count any of the bombs that might be in like crates or in chests or whatever. There will be at least a single bomb pickup on the floor somewhere. So Teraka could go looking for this if he wishes. Looks like GreenYoshi finding it immediately. It's just to the right of the starting room. Teraka going to see it as well and go grab that. Might even go check the shop himself. Looks like he's heading to do that. Or might be looking at the potential food shop. He's debating a little bit. Okay, gotta go check the lock shop. Interesting shop here. Could buy the whole lot here. 2 damage Warhammer is pretty solid, and gonna keep it safe with leaping for the most part. No, just gonna skip the Warhammer and the leaping.
GreenYoshi messing up his beat on death metal.
Yeah, looks like it. Missing a potential for a gold kill right there too. Has the blood drum as well. So many ways you could end this fight quickly, but just gonna mash it out here. Teraka getting a nice clean gold kill. I'm gonna check for a better weapon here.
There's potential ring of gold to go with that. Gold spear if you wanted, but
really nice. Interesting. Teraka going with the blood axe over the obsidian cat. Probably just wanting to. I think seeing how the races have gone thus far, just going for maximum safety here. I mean, we're seeing him go for health regen. No, taking the gold rapier.
Probably just not a fan of the cat.
That's interesting to see, but you know, we often tell racers that that yes, there are, among the top racers there are tiers, for the weapons, and cat is definitely at the top tier. But don't make the mistake of assuming that when you see that cat that you have to take it. Like only take what you're comfortable with. Because it's way better to take a weapon that's maybe not ideal, but you're comfortable with and you're going to survive and clear with, rather than a weapon that is theoretically really fast, but you don't know how to use it and you're just going to either die or have to keep backing up and ultimately taking longer than you would have with the allegedly slower weapon. Oh, Obsidian Shovel right there. That's pretty nice. Could just dig into that potential food shop right there. Not a food shop, though.
Also, that mole take out the tile as well.
Yeah, which means that food shop was all the way back in 1-3.
GreenYoshi taking a fireball from the dragon.
Yeah, that's
going
unfortunate.
Down.
Oh, Teraka kind of getting into a spicy situation here. This is where the low damage weapons struggle a little bit against those black skeletons and these bulky enemies like the dark golems. Needs to be really careful. There we go, getting the gold damage boost though to just mow down the shield skeleton there. Gonna swap to torture walls here, get a little bit of extra mapping. Ugh, GreenYoshi having issues with this blood shopkeeper. Yeah, definitely not him. Teraka, the time he found peace had, or at the time he found charisma, I'm pretty sure, I think had Ring of Peace, so. Oh, Teraka checking the black chest, looking for a better weapon though, and finding a karate gi. So gonna be running this 1 damage rapier for a little while. I'm gonna continue to check shops. He's, I'm fairly sure, pretty aware that he's got a really substantial lead here. Nothing too great there. Quake scroll, maybe a holster. Teraka not really finding any good equipment here. Just gonna skip that shop after seeing its contents. Just push for the exit down in the bottom. Potential for map or miner's cap here. There's some boots to protect against hot coals and ooze, which are gonna be quite handy later on.
I was checking to try and find a good weapon, I imagine, just there doesn't seem to be that many good weapons in the seed.
Yeah, just a kind of constant, you know, yeah, not great finds. Oh, intentionally avoiding the grenade charm, though. Maybe not feeling comfortable with it. Grenade charm is probably one of the most common sources of accidental deaths we've had this tournament so far. So many racers going down to that.
Finds the plate mail, so it's even tankier, but still no upgrades to his weapon.
Yeah, Black Chest here could have some potential. That's a glass whip.
Oh.
Probably not what he's looking for. I mean, that is kind of what we're saying, Steak. You know, some somewhat questionable decisions, I think, in terms of Teraka's weapon choice. But again, he doesn't like warhammers or cats. Then you know, that's totally fair, I suppose.
I'm not sure I really agree with anyone skipping a titanium warhammer because it is just such a simple weapon to use.
Yeah,
Push in the direction of enemies and they take damage.
Definitely a weird decision, for sure. And missing the flawless against Deep Blue is taking a little bit of damage, so more gold rapier it is. Could swap to piercing here, potentially, if he's willing to give up the regen. And wants to stick with the health regen here. Oh, getting hit by that bounce trap there. Gonna use the bomber here to open this crate up, find some ham. A nice find there. Interesting gun to just leave the ham there. You know, his missing health could just eat it to restore that, but nice use of the gold kill at least though to kill the mummy quickly.
If you're gonna leave food behind, you might as well eat it, just have a nice snack on your way.
Gonna find a transmog here. Maybe gonna transmog his weapon. He's thinking about it. Blood Cat, Obsidian Whip, Blast Rapier, Titanium Bow. Okay, he's gonna set off with a Titanium Bow. Not the best of speed weapons, but it is a pretty safe weapon due to its extremely long range. And ooh, that is a really scary orange armadillo right there. Just gonna snipe that down from a distance. Oh, that Fire Pig Exploding Gargoyle setup there, costing Teraka 2 hits there. Not noticing the Fire Pig, and then getting tripped up by the fact that the Fireball delayed the fuse on the Gargoyle. Purple chest here, finding Ring of War. Probably just gonna stick with the regen.
I imagine Teraka is going to have a strong preference towards those longer range weapons from time with Bolt.
Yeah, that's I guess, you know, he's probably just playing it like a slow Bolt. Bolt generally appreciates the long range weapons the most. So yeah, Bow pretty solid for Bolt, and just because of the way, you know, of how fast it works, you know, the game works on Bolt, you're not losing too much speed to the fact that the bow tends to hit unnecessary enemies. A really nice teleport into the Blade Master kill there. I'm to this crate, finding a pack of holding. Taking lots of hits here, but yeah, it just has the tankiness to put up with it.
I think we stressed how good finding like a good pair of armor and regen has been to blood tier races, but I think this race really shows just how much you can get from just being tanky.
Yeah, really strong fast weapon there for Teraka, the Obsidian Axe coming out of that chest, but interesting to see us swap to Ring of Frost now. Okay, gonna immediately go back to Ring of Regen after taking a hit there.
You could put the Scroll of Shielding in the pack.
Yeah, no, just gonna leave it though and move on. Looking to finish this race out, I think. Kind of making a little bit of a mistake there against Fortissimo there. Taking a little bit of a hit and missing his Flawless. But onto Zone 5, so gonna be looking to close this out very soon. Yeah, Bo letting him snipe like dangerous enemies like the Devils from very long away. You know, Bo, as I've mentioned, not the fastest weapon, but it is one of the safest. Yeah, Bo also letting him snipe out Evil Eyes from a long distance away, like right on the edge of their charge range. Very nicely handled in that Minotaur to keep it from charging away, while still also avoiding any damage from the nearby enemies, using Bo's range to his advantage there. Has the money, could swap to Shovel of Strength, boosted himself up to a 3 damage bow. He's gonna do just that. Even grabbing the compass just for, you know, guidance on that last floor when he already has a map.
The shock from that Black Skull hitting the Devil Dag. It's very hard to always be aware of what enemies you're hitting with the conduit sparks.
Alright, going for lure strats here. Kind of interesting choice to go for lure strats when he has an Earthquake scroll on deck. Earthquake scroll in itself a very safe, reliable, quick kill against Edringer.
Can you still Earthquake the Gong on Deadringer?
I'm not sure. Haven't tested that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's you know, you want to base your item selection on what you're good with, not necessarily what the top racers would go with. It's all about comfort. Ooh, Teraka's got to watch his Dorian though. Dorian already down 2 hearts, half his HP gone, and only 2 hits down on the Necrodancer. Alright, halfway done. 3 hits left on the Necrodancer. Gonna have to dodge that bomb. Nice lure there. Down to 2 hits. Dorian down to 1 heart. Has to be really careful here. Oh, that ogre is looking a little scary here. But securing the kill. Teraka takes the set 3-0.